Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Herbert. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Ravens taking the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It's a big for Baltimore. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that?
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Herbert now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Toss left side for Walker. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be marked out right at the 20-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
They'll try again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my... Scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's pulled in at the 32. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a first and goal and that huge lead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. Throw out wide to Walker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. And Walker has it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Play action. It's Herbert. He finds Riddick, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
And I don't want to read too much into this, but with their lead, are we seeing the fruits of having last week off? Is that the benefit here?
But we've seen so many times where we don't think there are fruits to that because the visiting team who had played the week before, they come in with momentum and they play well instead of pace. And sometimes it seems like, you know, the teams have the open week, the bye week.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Being chased out left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now a handoff up the middle. Lawton, and some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Airing one deep for Riddick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going long for Coates. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Dolphins have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Herbert. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Lawton. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And they'll run again.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now here come the Ravens.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Herbert. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are pouring it on.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 29, Herbert and Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Buying time to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going long for Coates. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are moving on to the next round as they knock off the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lawton. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 90 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Weaver, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Weaver. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20.
defense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Lawton, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
They run the counter. It's Weaver. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Come on. Hey, 70, 10, move. Under 10, 10.
On 2nd down now, Lawton, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Weaver, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Weaver, and a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Lawton, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Weaver, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Weaver, and he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Herbert under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run on 1st down. Lawton, and able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Watkins. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
Herbert has it knocked free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
first play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On first down, Lawton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
You can't block me. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Get in the way, bro. Get in the way.
On second down now, it's Weaver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Watkins, and he's brought down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try to run this one in, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Operating from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, Lawton, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Check smash, check smash.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On second down now, Lawton.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.